fears of all-out war in the Far East have surged after an American aircraft carrier group, led by the USS Theodore Roosevelt, entered the contested South China Sea. Beijing claims sovereignty over almost all of the region, but this clashes with rival claims from 5 of its neighbors. The United States rejects Chinese sovereignty over the world's busiest shipping lane and regularly sends warships on freedom of navigation patrols through the area. USS Theodore Roosevelt is being accompanied by USS Bunker Hill, a guided missile cruiser, and Arleigh Burke-class destroyers USS Russell and USS John Finn. The U.S. said the mission was taking place to ensure freedom of the seas, build partnerships that foster maritime security. Rear Admiral Doug Verissimo, who is commanding the carrier group, added, "After sailing through these waters throughout my 30-year career, it's great to be in the South China Sea again, conducting routine operations, promoting freedom of the seas, and reassuring allies and partners." With 2/3 of the world's trade traveling through this very important region, it is vital that we maintain our presence and continue to promote the rules-based order which has allowed us all to prosper. On Sunday, Chinese combat aircraft made a major incursion into Taiwanese airspace for the second day running. The operation involved 15 aircraft including 12 fighter jets. Taiwanese forces warned the intruders away and prepared missiles as a precaution. China regards Taiwan, which is situated off its eastern seaboard, as an integral part of its territory and has threatened military action to bring it under control. Taiwan, formed by the losing anti-communist faction from the Chinese Civil War, is a close ally of the U.S. The Chinese move was condemned by Ned Price, a spokesman for the U.S. State Department. He said, "The United States notes with concern the pattern of ongoing PRC, People's Republic of China, attempts to intimidate its neighbors, including Taiwan. We urge Beijing to cease its military, diplomatic, and economic pressure against Taiwan and instead engage in meaningful dialogue with Taiwan's democratically elected representatives." On Friday, China passed a new law allowing its Coast Guard to open fire on foreign vessels in what it considers to be its territorial waters. As well as the South China Sea, Beijing claims sovereignty over a number of East China Sea islands which are currently controlled by Japan. Speaking to CNN, Christian Lemire, a maritime security expert, warned the new law strikes at the heart of the U.S. policy of supporting freedom of navigation. He added, "China's Coast Guard is already doing most of the heavy lifting in maritime coercion in the near seas, so it's worth examining the new legislation just passed on this issue." On Tuesday, Antony Blinken, Joe Biden's incoming Secretary of State, said there is no doubt China poses the biggest threat to the U.S. during his Senate confirmation hearing. Beijing continues to beef up its military capabilities in and around the South China Sea, as it seeks to assert its complete control over the disputed waters. New satellite photos show the deployment of more early warning and anti-submarine aircraft to airbases bordering the sea in Hainan province over the past year. At least 5 additional KJ-500 early warning aircraft have been spotted at Lingshui Air Base in satellite images obtained from Planet Labs and dating from December 3, 2020. 7 anti-submarine KQ-200 planes were also photographed at Shanghai Aerodrome in July of last year. Besides the new aircraft deployments, the Chinese military appears to be pushing ahead with the construction of a dry dock at its Yulin Naval Complex east of Sanya. The dimensions of the new dock would suggest that it will be capable of housing China's aircraft carriers as well as destroyer and cruiser fleets. The naval base is already home to the Chinese Navy's conventional and nuclear-powered submarines. All these measures significantly increase Beijing's ability to assert its sovereignty over the South China Sea.